Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more EarthBound. Last time, we did a lot of things that weren't getting through the Lost Underworld and making it to the next area, but we squeezed that in somehow. And we made it to the place known as the Fire Spring. As we heard from the Talking Rock, this is our last objective on our journey other than Gygus himself. This time, let's storm the place. We have a few things to go over. First and foremost, I would like to recommend that you have at least one free space in Ness's inventory, and keep it that way. It's not at all necessary, but I've done that here. I also have the Eraser. That is a conscious decision. You don't need to have it for anything coming up, but I want to have it for, winky face purposes. I'm just going to hope that there is no rod-shaped artwork of it that's official anywhere, and move on with my life. And third of all, is I would recommend that if you have not gone and done any side quests or gone and talked to anybody that you want to talk to and are curious what happens with them, or just haven't done anything that you've seen me do that you want to do yourself, go and do that now just to be on the safe side. You will understand in due time. And we got two new enemies starting things off, the Psychic Psycho and the Major Psychic Psycho. I love me a military man. These guys, it's kind of cool that we're actually fighting other psychics after all this time, presumably people that Gygus got his hands on with similar powers to us. I think they're really good late game enemies for us to have. They only ever use psychic attacks, as you would guess. Is this guy gonna get a chance? Shield Omega, or Psychic Shield Omega. At least I'm not making that mistake any longer. The regular Psychic Psycho has Fire Alpha and Fire Beta. Ooh, whereas the major variety has Fire Beta, Fire Gamma, Shield Omega, and Paralysis Alpha. Additionally, yep, because they can't stop layer caking these things on, there is a 1 in 128 item dropped by the major variety. It is the Star Pendant, and while I'm not about to be one to look a gift horse in the mouth when I got roughly a 1 in 15,000 chance going off in the last one, if I could have controlled which enemy I got 2 1 in 128 drops, it would be that one. Of course, it's a pendant, so equipable by Ness, Paula, and Jeff. It is the most powerful pendant in the game. Remember when I said the Sea Pendant was the best one that you would be likely to come into contact with? That's why. This is the only place you'll find it. The Star Pendant gives plus 30 defense and protects you from all different statuses that have resistances. That is fire, freeze, flash, and what's the last one? Totally not glancing over at my notes at this time and really struggling to scan my eyes through it fast enough to be able to find it. Paralysis, there we go. Protects you from all of those, and it has 10 more defense than the Sea Pendant. If you want another Sea Pendant, it's effectively the only way that you can get 2 of them, as it has the same attribute resistance. Paula, the Cherubs Band. Maybe that can go on you. What does this thing do exactly? Does it specify in the end description? Increases your defense. Helps keep from being hypnotized and also increases your luck. Without a doubt, that should go on Jeff, but if it gives Paula more defense, I'm going to go for it. I don't know who this cherub guy is, but he's stronger than diamonds. That's nice. And are you gonna be the enemy that I so woefully glossed over there for a second? No, you're just another Psychic Psycho. You have a nice battle background, buddy. I appreciate your taste in artwork that you would have accompanying you on the battlefield. Fire Beta, okay. Well, I got bad news for you, buddy. We resist that pretty well. That was part of the reason why I didn't want the rabbit's foot on Jeff, because I'm not abusing bottle rockets due to their OP nature, and there's also just the fact that you're gonna be dealing with fire a lot in this place, I don't say. Get 2 level ups. Go onward, maybe get you like doing the hokey pokey? Hey, first attack. Soul-consuming flame, there you are. But soon there you aren't, because I know that our regular attacks can do you in no problem when we get a first attack. Yeah, that's it. They're one of those enemies that is psychic without actually being psychic. You know what I mean. They have a flaming fireball that's Fire Alpha. They have breathing fire, which is Fire Gamma, and then they have a spray of fire, which is Fire Omega. Please, no, level 70. This freaking thing. Oh, Life Up Omega. Good opportunity to use it too, because we're all damaged. Way to give away what this attack does. Life Up Omega is 24 PP to restore a large amount of HP to everyone. I believe it's around 600 or so, making it a full heal even for Ness, no matter what health he's at. And like, you even have to worry about the other party members having even remotely as much damage on them as Ness does. Besides, he can revive the dead, so it's doubly irrelevant. I was going to say that the Psychic Psycho and Major Psychic Psycho often attacking in a pair is a little bit similar to the Manly Fish's brother, just without the insanely rare encounter rate on the field. It's kryptonite if you want to get everybody fully equipped. You're definitely going to hit level 99 before you get 3 of those things, unless you have some kind of luck that is beyond even myself. I'm sorry, I can't get over what happened. I really can't. Evil Elemental! I'll get over it long enough to explain to you. You are an enemy that has a weak physical attack, and it's able to possess you in a frightening manner to give you a ghost. First time we're seeing this in a long time. Again, it's the rare status ailment that hardly any enemy is able to do for you, and there's no item cure for it. And besides that, it can make you unable to use PSI for the rest of the battle. It's probably the least dangerous enemy that you're going to have to worry about, but because it's here, it's showing up just often enough that you're probably going to get possessed at least once. Smash! Does fire work any better? Good, it does. Not a lot of damage, probably not worth the PP. They also tend to attack alone, so again, they're just kind of there on their lonesome, which is really sad considering they're, you know, dead. Soul-consuming flame. Maybe you're the one who stole the boss music from the last 2 Sanctuary bosses, because why on earth do you even have this thing? You're not even that strong of an enemy, I'm sorry. You're cool looking, I'll give you that. You're no Master Belch, but you'll do. Like, I'm deeply analyzing their artistic choices and music themes. Okay, I think this is the optional pathway. This place is strange in how it's laid out, and I do tend to get it wrong a little bit. It's one of those places that's not very big, at least not as big as you might think at first glance, yet it's very dense with lots of different pathways that you can take. Bag of Dragonite! I'll admit, I'm not that excited for that. That's why I had a bit of a delayed reaction, because it didn't really catch me off guard and, you know, make my heart flutter for about a second and be like, oh, that thing is amazing, because it's really not now. Sorry. Sorry to you, too, that you didn't even get to see what you were. Jeff is just so overpowered that it's not like it even matters anymore. This is nice. Good first attacks. Maybe I can get greedy with these and get the star pendant that I oh so richly desire. Come on. I'm using that invincibility abuse after getting out of a battle and just chaining him together. 70, level 67 for Paula. 65 for Jeff. Okay, what about you? Next customer on the... no first attack. I know I positioned myself wrong. I know I keep talking about the star pendant. If you couldn't tell, it bothers me a little bit that I can't have the ultimate equipment no matter how diligent I am unless I stay and grind for a few hours. But you know, it's such a beautiful day here at the Fire Springs regardless of that. Oh, what a beautiful day with the Deathly Crag and the Speed Capsule. See what I tell you. Without a doubt, the Speed Capsule should go on Jeff, just as before. I think I'll give that to Ness, though. Alright, now, I'm just gonna tell you straight up, I'm lost. I've gone down what I think is every pathway and nothing. I'm not gonna hide from you that I make mistakes, or that I get lost, or that weird things happen to me from time to time. Cover a little bit of health there. I haven't gone in that cave entrance. Maybe that's it. If only you could have been the stronger version of yourself. I think that's still pretty rare. It's not too worth celebrating because it's the worst PP recovery item that we have access to. Yeah! Oh. Premature celebration. I thought I killed the enemy and saved Boo. Well, that's okay, Pooh. You get to do the most important job in the entire party. Even more so than keeping Paula alive, and that's emptying inventory space because it's always too full. Thanks, buddy. Your death was not in vain. Your death was very valuable to me. That sounds horrible, but that's okay, because you sure went out there and died a convenient death. I'll just stop. What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? Brain food lunch? No, I don't want to use that up. Not in a time like this. I don't need the PP recovery. Kraken soup would be a full HP. Nah, I'll just heal everyone up. Or just heal myself up, because I think I'm the only one who really needs it now. Another enemy! Deeply hoping that this is the right way. Okay, that's where the Cherubs Band was. Let's go up. Alright. When I'm right, I'm right. I couldn't avoid the possession. You can only just barely make it out against the color palette of the floor here. Questionable design choices ahoy. But I have a ghost running around me. As far as I'm aware, that sprite of the tiny little ghost, which you can quite easily see against the lava now, I think that's the only official artwork of that thing anywhere. I don't think it showed up in a manga or in an instruction manual or a player's guide or really any of that stuff. I think this is the only case of it showing up, so that's the only official interpretation that's canon. What a sad existence this guy must live, only being canon in that sense. I think, oh, no! Doorways! Thankfully, smash 1 damage! 1 damage from a smash! That is hilarious! I was about to tell you that this is probably the least bad place to get possessed because you're going to end up having enemies use fire on you practically every turn, and because that targets everything on your side of the field, then it's going to end up taking a lot of damage, but wow! It's hilarious! Pooh, launch out a Starstorm. Cool. Doubly cool. Heavy bazooka. Yes, blow up the dead. That is so effective. There you go, Jeff. You're just overpowered enough to make it work. Jeff grows to 66, and there we go. You had to see another PSI caramel drop, so I'm just going to live in my own little world, free of on-screen text, where it was a rare occurrence. This little tiny connecting cave is so strange. It just kind of stands out to me. It's probably the area that I remember the most. I wonder why. The ghost died, and I'm pretty sure that that's the required pathway. I want to go up and see what was in here before actually moving on for good. Another fight, why not? It is supposed to be difficult. It is the final sanctuary, and if they're not going to make the place long, they should definitely make it hard. Why is this image in front of us right now so aesthetically pleasing to me with the guy standing off to an angle? Maybe it has to do with the rule of thirds and just the way the background looks, but it does. Vitality up by 44! Ness, you ain't just rocking, you rolling. Horn of Life. Worth it, totally worth it to go back, making up for the couple life noodles that I used. I'll meet you back where we were. Cheap! Serves you right. Did you think just because he's the brains of the group that he'd be psychic? Nope, that ain't how it works. He's just a nerdy, frail little kid. I'm sorry, Jeff, you are above this. Get my experience that ended up actually being pretty easy, and we move on. A little bit more disjointed than I would have liked, but we still made it. Jeff grew to 67. Level ups abound, but it's not like it's any different from the huge. I was tired of fighting enemies. It's been kind of dense lately, so I just kind of got out. Paula gets 69. She's like 12. And then we're gonna go onward. That was creepy. I was kind of disappointed on that. I swear I wasn't disappointed. It was just unfortunate tone. Get a moonbeam gun inside. That's another innuendo that can go on Jeff. It increases his offense by 12, but I reiterate, who cares? Even if you're not using the cheap bottle rockets, his weapons are still irrelevant because his items are so good. And there we are. Victory lies just before us. Go back into this cave, get a nice, clean room because victory is just rolling out the red carpet for us. Red is right with this place. And... okay, get into a battle too late. Quickly before we get back attacked. Good, I like me some easy battles, and these guys are... honestly, they've been giving me less grief than the evil elementals. It feels like they solidify every time. I said it feels like they solidify every time. No. That is the first time you've actually attacked me in a while. Oh, that's... so the fireball is fire alpha on... or is it fire get... whatever it is, it only hits one person, even though it's a fire elemented attack. So it's not truly PSI fire, but you get it. Here we are. We got some stuff that we should do. Our hero and healer deserves a brain food lunch. He also deserves a magic truffle. That wasn't even maxed out. Or was it? Is there no such... oh, there is no such message as so-and-so's PP was maxed out. How strange. I just keep learning new things about ya, game. I'm not gonna worry about Paula's PP. She seems a bit low, but I think it'll be fine. I recommend that you raise up her PP if she needs it. But personally, I'm not bothered. And I couldn't avoid getting into this fight. Pooh's broken iron's gonna go into Jeff's inventory, because why does he even have that? But then again, why would Jeff even have it? Because he already made the slime generator. Yeah, I think we're good to move on. I can't believe I'm saying that because it feels like only yesterday that I did the first Your Sanctuary location the first time, and now we're doing the last Your Sanctuary location the second time. They grow up so fast, them Let's Plays do. You finally got here. This is the 8th Your Sanctuary location, but it's mine now. Take it from me, if you dare. Rawr! It's the Carbon Dog! I didn't mean to sound like a pirate there, but I guess the Carbon Dog sounds kind of like it. Okay, I'll stop taking the seriousness out of the moment and the wind out of the sails. Sorry, I just had to get one last pirate analogy in there. This is, as you would guess, a fire-elemented enemy, you don't say. It's a little bit strong. We're kind of coming a bit full circle in that this guy has a weak biting attack, much like the Titanic Ant did all that time ago. I'm thinking just out of needing something fun to do on this first turn. Ooh, Pooh does not have, no, he does have a bag of Dragonite. What am I saying? I was gonna save the bag of Dragonite for this very moment. He is weak to freeze, a little bit, not quite as much as the other ones. Yoink, Scoob! 40 damage. Come on, Dragon's supposed to resist fire, not the other way around. What gives? Heavy bazooka, okay. I need to keep Ness in good shape because he's our healer. No. Dang, menus sometimes confusing me a little bit. You think I've gone through them literally thousands of times, so I'd be okay. Didn't mean to guard his Pooh. Thumb kind of slipped right there. I think I need to clip my thumbnail a little bit before it actually costs me my life. Carbon Dog thankfully doesn't get anything off this turn. Besides that, he can charge forward, which is stronger than his biting attack, and he also has a flaming fireball, which is fire alpha to one character. He's basically a soul-consuming flame, but without being quite as weak to freeze, and with everything else, because his other attacks are just the same fire attacks that it has a spray of fire that is fire omega, just like the soul-consuming flame is what I'm trying to say, sorry. Just trying not to make mistakes. Trying to be methodical, trying to be good, and trying not to use another bag of Dragonite because, wow, that sucked. See what I mean? I don't know of any enemy that resists a multi-bottle rocket in meaningful way. All of a sudden, Carbon Dog gave up a rainbow of colors! The power shield deflected the Ow, that was a bad turn to have that happen on, and that was doubly a bad turn to have that. Oh no, okay. This is bad, this is bad. This is the first instance of a fight having a phase 2, and believe me, you do not want to have that kind of news. I am going to do something incredibly stupid, but I've always wanted to accomplish it. We're gonna open with the neutralizer, because he has a psychic power shield, or because he has a physical power shield, and I want to get rid of that. Max out Jeff's HP because I need Jeff in order to pull this off. Good, good, okay. Come on, don't recast, that's cheap. Gonna use the neutralizer once again, and I do not recommend that you beat him this way, but it's something that I really want to do. Oh, okay. And what we're gonna do is, on Pooh's turn, for the very first time, we're using Brain Shock. Did not work. It does only have a chance of working. I believe it's roughly 50-50 if it goes off or not. Attempt number 2. Felt a little strange, good. And now we're not going to smack him on the head and make him feel better. Acting but unusual. Tried shield beta. Ah! Thanks, buddy! Appreciate you! Good to know that we're good frenemies. He does not have anything that we're really worried about right now because he's confused and we don't want to smack him again. Emitted a glorious light! Did not work! No! Okay. Emitting the glorious light is Flash Omega. It's the same attack that the evil Monty had. Tried shield beta. Thanks! This is going a lot better than I thought it would. I thought this was going to go absolutely horrible, and I was going to have to, like, reload my save or something. Tried shield bait. Cool, now Paula's got one to match. Aw, isn't the couple so cute together with how they're glowing with dazzling, deflective light? Making a loud piercing howl, that just wastes the turn. Seen plenty of that. I guess if you're not made of diamond, you're still a runaway dog regardless. Use the biting attack. Oh! Okay, that's bad. No, Paula, you are not praying. Not in a time like this, come on. You know how you are. You know where that faith of yours got you. Do not remind yourself of that pathway in your light. Took a bite hard. I'm really messing up on the D-pad a lot today. Acting unusual. Biting attack. Ness. Cool. I just realized Pooh is very low on PP. Beat you hard! No. Got him brain shocked again. We got him neutralized again. Unfortunately, that removes the effects of the shields that he gave us before, but hey. Sacrifice must have been emitted a glorious light. Did not work on Ness. Did not work on Paula. Wait. Oh, I guess Flash can paralyze, so it's not always an instant kill. That's probably what happened right there. I was a little bit concerned, but nah, it's fine. Horn of Life on Jeff to get rid of that. Be a do-nothing, Jeff, and Pooh, you defend. Biting attack on Jeff. Acting a bit unusual. Shield beta. Man's best friend. Sad thing is, I can actually say that this dog has been more helpful to us than our own dog. Good dog. Good dog. Acting a bit unusual. Emitted a glorious light. Did not work on Ness. Did not work on Paula. Jeff could not stop crying. Okay, fine. I don't even care. It's not like Jeff crying even means anything. Emitting a glorious light doesn't actually do anything when he targets himself with it when he's confused. So, no, you're not gonna get that flash chance off. We all have power shields. We're just standing here playing cards while you, I don't know, run around chasing your own tail. Hurry up and do the thing already. It's been, I think, 15 minutes. Piercing howl. Yes, we see a rare sight. He chases his tail and makes a loud piercing howl like someone is at the door and he doesn't know what to do. Beat you hard! That was when I saw the message. Beat you hard! Diamond Dog was diamondized! You won! That took me way longer than just fighting him normally, but yep, you can beat him without actually beating him. He insta-kills himself. It's a bit weird to set up. It's very rare, but I find it so amusing that his sprite doesn't even go away, and it just says you won with him still standing there right in front of you. And yet, I don't know, he's made of double diamond now? I don't really get how that works, but I'll take it. That's what I wanted to show you. It's one of the funniest ways of killing a boss. If you ever want to vary up your next playthrough a little bit, and all the other thousands of ways I've told you to vary up your next playthrough a little bit haven't been enough for you, there's a challenge, and one that will not take you hours of grinding. 24 HP! Ooh. You say that together as one word, it's... Hello, it's your dad waiting for you at the end of the longest dungeon. At the end of your journey. No, fate of the world's at stake. You understand. Okay. Now, as a kid, when I heard this place called by name before I visited it, I didn't really connect the dots that it was going to be a spring flowing with fire. I thought it was going to be a spring bouncing up and down while also happening to be on fire. That made more sense to my childhood mind. Ness had the feeling that he was being watched by himself as a baby. Ness's soundstone recorded the melody of the fire spring.